I think they're gonna taste all right. Hey everybody, it's Lee, and this let us say it for you.
Big Mike in his house.
Big Mike, big girl, Big Mike in his ass. I'm gonna change your name to Big Girl. Big Girl, Big Mike.
So big girl, what you gonna do?
Yes, thank you guys for joining us for another wonderful episode of this riveting podcast to talk about things that we are gonna say for you because right, that's here. How have you been? That's fine. That's what you trying to say?
That's fine.
And that's fine.
And that's fine.
How have you been? How have you been, Micah?
I've been splendid. I
I've
had a
been
nightmare
pregnant, you know, doing my thing.
Girl, I had a nightmare last night, girl. I told you about
Lord.
it. I ain't gonna repeat it, but these pregnant nightmare.
Pregnant dreams. Ladies, that's the question I'd pose to you for all the mothers out there. I had told Micah about this, and her mother told her about this. I had very vivid, ridiculous fucking dreams when I was pregnant. A lot of my dreams were about sex too. They were real. I had great sex in my dreams when I was pregnant with my child. Very weird, but I enjoyed every minute of it. Great dreams. Micah's not having, her dreams are going the other way. They're going left, but
that's in dishonor, okay?
Yeah, she's having weird dreams during her pregnancy. So tell us if that was something you guys had, because I did.
Girl.
Yeah, like that.
Well, other than that, I'm fine. You know,
that's fine. That's fine. That might be the name of this episode. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
And that's fine. We gotta remember to keep saying that.
I'm writing them down. I keep a pen and paper close now because that's the only thing of this shit.
Yeah, but other than that, everything's good.
Oh, tell us a little bit about your apartment search. You've been looking at places. That's been nice. Would you like to share that with the people?
Yes. So anyone, you know, apartment shopping it's fun for me. I don't be stressed out because I love moving. That's fun for me. I don't know what it is. I love it.
I like moving.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like the new space.
Yeah, people dread moving. Oh my God, I have to pack this. But it gives me an opportunity to throw shit away that needs to be in the trash anyway.
Girl, I'm still not gonna throw my shit away. And
order
all my shit.
Order. And then give away clothes, you know what I'm saying? So like you get the purge, you know what I'm saying? So the apartment search has been going good. We found this really nice one, so spacious. The thing that I like about some of these people who show you the people who do the tours, who work for the company, you can tell that they care about their tenants when they go overboard with advice, right? They literally ask you everything about your life and they get all, well, what are you guys trying to do? And where do you see yourself in a couple of years? Do you want to own a home? Like, you know what I'm saying? They get personal. Yeah. And so they kind of help you figure out what decision you should make based on the cost of the rent. So that was really cool. And it looks promising. And our landlord actually, this is a condo. So it's, you know, owned by a person. So she's been pretty lenient. She was just like, guys, you know, just let me know. Congratulations on your baby, but beautiful. Just keep me updated on what you guys find and when you find it. But our lease is up in August, but we trying to be out of here by July.
It's the deep side. Yeah, you know, knowing you personally, I know how ready you are to leave. And that poor ain't never did nothing to you, but you know, bitches get pregnant.
And it was real cute. But the moment I got pregnant, y'all, the same night.
It was hilarious. I don't want to be here.
I want to be here. I was sitting in my bed looking around like, peasantry. Like,
yeah, she started trying her whole apartment. I'm on FaceTime with her like, you done got grand, ain't it? You done got grand at the little piss test. Okay. Well, I can't wait to get our new apartment because I live with Mike and Willie. So in the relationship, I'm like a silent member. I don't really participate, but like I'm there. So it's also my family too, and I'm very happy for us. Thank you guys for all the congratulations. I appreciate it.
What about you? You're looking nude over there, girl.
I do have on clothes, okay.
Do you know Instagram cut me off a lot because I had on a tube top and they said stop for nudity?
Oh.
I was like,
someone else's titties on my close friends, and they blocked that shit immediately. So her titties,
really
some nice tits. And that shit right down. So Instagram does
it. They said block for nudity.
Yeah, childish. All right. So, I mean, let's start off with this because this is what we just recently topped up, and we don't have to talk about exactly what's happening. I'm dating, right? Like I have a dating life, and I go to Micah for all my counseling, and y'all got to see the facial expressions this girl makes when I tell her the things these niggas be doing, and Micah be so disappointed.
I'm so disappointed.
I don't like that. Why he say that to you? No. What are you trying to say? I don't like that. The dick gonna be trash. She just the way Micah just describes my situation, and then Micah said to me that touched my heart right before we pressed record was something that happened. She was like, "I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you, sis, because you don't deserve that." No, I don't. No, I deserve phenomenal dick. I deserve
you do
top-notch dick straight out of heaven. Yeah,
you do.
And Mike,
y'all should see my face. Y'all
should see her face, bro. She be so mad.
And the thing is that I'm not okay. So for all y'all, like, oh, Micah, you hating? Oh, Micah, you just don't want.
My friend would never hate. Micah want me to get.
Or you're super territorial of Leah, or nobody's gonna be good, or whatever you're thinking.
Okay, Micah, that could be a thing. I never thought about that.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, y'all could be thinking Micah only saying that because no, fuck that. I know what my dog done been through, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, and I feel like at this point in her life, as a mature,
what I deserve, Michael. What I deserve at this point in my life,
woman of fucking virtue, goddamn. She deserves nothing less, okay? And I only say that because when good people are good to people who are not good to them, at some point they deserve to win. That's it. I feel like at this point she just deserves to win. I feel like there's lessons she's learned. There's self-assessment that she's taken. Right. She just take a step back and say, you know what? That was my fault. I take responsibility. So if you think about people who do all the work and be trying to figure shit out, they deserve what the fuck they want to get. And I feel like, honestly, we can really tell the type of guys who, I don't want to say are manly men, or I don't, because I can't give it a masculine title, but you can mature dater. Whoo, there it goes. You can tell mature daters versus guys who are used to just fucking, right? Like, if you used to just getting how you live and pussy thrown at you and you taking the shit, you don't really do dates, you know what I'm saying? Like, you barely find girls you actually like. Like, if you that nigga that just be like, okay, I fucked it because it was Tuesday, or I fucked it because she was around, or we went out because blah, blah, blah. You're not looking for anything. So you're going to date very differently when you finally find a bitch you like. But remember, them stupid ass habits is rolling off to the person that you actually like. So some of the stuff that she tells me that some of these guys do, it shocks me, because we always go back to age, but age don't mean shit. It's
not all the time,
bro. It's experience. It's what people have experienced, how much they've experienced, with who they've experienced, what the fuck they learned, what they didn't learn. So it's a whole nother, I be floored. I be floored.
My sis be flabbergasted, bro.
I just can't with some of this shit. It's like, did he say that? Like, every time. Just like, brother, you don't deserve this shit.
This is Micah's face earlier. Micah's like, like looking at her wall, listening to me like,
couldn't even look at you.
She go, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Her nail is, I don't like that.
I don't like that. And
I don't like that he said that to you.
It ain't even about going into detail, y'all. It's just for everyone listening. Women and men alike. I want y'all to understand, when y'all meet new people, some of the old shit that you do with other people is not going to work with this person.
Agreed.
Please do your due diligence and pay attention to the new person you're fucking with, because they may like things a certain way. They may require a certain thing that your last didn't. So just be open to adjustments. That's all. Ain't nobody trying to change you, bitch. But at the end of the day, if I am who I am and I like classical music and you take me to a rock concert because that's what you do with all your other bitches, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are we doing here? I'm not ungrateful. I don't like rock.
I just on that, like what you do with your other bitches, I gotta tell you about that when we get offline, because that's something that and I all I was thinking was, oh, this must be how he does this with all his other bitches.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, I wasn't offended, but it wasn't offensive. Yeah. But I just laughed in my mind. I was like, oh, this must be how. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like some of you niggas that let that ego go, because that's ego. That's ego. Let that shit go, bruh. Because every woman ain't gonna treat you the same. Just because you had 3 in a row that did the same shit, the 4th one, she could be very different. She could
really might not be with it, daddy.
She may not be. I mean, these niggas get real comfortable in the way that they treat women and they just generalize this shit. No, bruh. Like, y'all need to tighten up. Stop generalizing the way you treat women, bruh. And expecting certain things because that's how it's been going for you. Let that shit go, son.
That's the one.
Yeah. Expectations be on some other shit. You think about another bitch. You ain't think about me.
Yeah,
think about me.
Think about me, what I like.
So niggas get right.
Yeah, Negroes get right. This dating process has been very interesting, and
I'm still proud of you.
Thanks. Me too, Micah. Like, who am I? Who's that girl? Huh? La 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 la.
Remember that shit? Girl. I think Terry put it in the chat. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's a Pisces. Bruh.
It's from the Justin LeBoy page.
That is
Pisces really tore his ass up. A Pisces really hurt that boy. That boy been hurt. Cause he don't ease up off us. Like,
I don't know what this is, but it's a Pisces.
Whatever it is, it's a Pisces. Boy, fuck you. Anyway. All right, so next topic. All right, it's a little heavy. Let's just start high and low. For the Ma'Khia Bryant, the young girl, she's 15 or 16. That got stabbed. Okay, the debate. I don't know. Let's have the discussion that this police is justified for what he did. And this has been a back and forth for a lot of people. They've been arguing about it. And it's just like, I don't know. Like,
remember we talked about that.
If he was justified in killing her?
Yeah, because remember I was like, maybe she's a really, really big girl. And he, you know what I'm saying? Well, maybe not. Keep going.
Yeah. But I mean, just debate. Just debate. I think it came up, but we just didn't go into the debate particular about if he was justified for killing her. Because that's like an argument. Like, they try to cancel DJ Envy because he was saying that the police was justified in doing what he did because he just walked up, saw a knife, and she did have a knife. They keep showing that part of having the knife. So Charlamagne's argument was always, but it's the fact that their first defense is always deadly. Yeah, it's like in this situation, this is when the officer should have pulled out the fucking taser, the one that the other bitch thought she pulled out when she killed the boy. So it's kind of like, why didn't the taser come up? And it was like, why didn't he think to shoot her in the leg? And I can definitely understand the logic of it. It was so quick. And some others people that were standing around, they were like, no, he literally came and got out and she had the knife. She was about to stab the girl. Like, he really didn't have a chance to aim for this or aim for that.
So 3 times had to go off?
And apparently he shot her like 4 times, 3 or 4 times. So it wasn't like you were shooting to kill. This wasn't even like it
was a fucking bear.
Right. You're trying to kill her. So all that aside, it's like he more than likely won't be going to jail and there won't be anything crazy happening to him because this is considered a justified killing just for the simple fact that she had a weapon. And so everyone else's argument, and we did talk about it a little bit because I remember your point was, okay, what if she did stab her? Even if she did stab her, you know what I mean? It didn't necessarily mean she would have to automatically die. She's for sure fucking dead. You shot her 4 times in the chest, right? So, I mean,
it's not justified, Leah.
It is in the eyes of the law, my friend.
And I get it. No, I totally understand because that's what they do. though, so I get it. I definitely am not trying to change the world. But what I am saying,
Kasia said cops aren't taught to shoot at legs. When you shoot, you do it more than once. And that's something that Charlamagne, one of them, said too. Like, cops are shot, they're taught to kill you. Like, they're shot to, they're taught to do that. Anything I guess they do otherwise is probably where they would use their taser or the little baton.
So why aren't you, why, okay. All right, cool. Okay, cool. So since we talking about multiple times being shot, what about the mass fucking murderers who walk into churches and kill 9 people and they just walk the fuck home and go to Burger King?
And they
get the fuck out of here. Right, they're shot to kill Black people. There's a difference. They do not respond the same to the ethnicity that is of the Anglo-Saxon fucking group. They don't. They do not shoot to kill. I don't give a fuck what they was trained on. It has to be a separate training. Oh. They turn off all the lights. And they say, he got a flashlight. I know this how this fucking cult shit goes. It's a flashlight just like this. And everybody is listening. He's like, hey, remember what we taught you? Only use that shit on Black people. I swear to God. They got to be doing it. Only use it on brown people. Because how many times do fatal shots happen when it's something like that? I done seen white women and white men go after police. I done seen a white boy stab a police in the fucking neck. He did not shoot him, bruh. Literally, he was trying to take the knife away from this teenager, bro. This nigga's like, you know how I do my little gun, right? Stabbed that boy in the neck and ran. He's get him, I've been stabbed. Where the fuck was your gun? He came for your life. He was stressed out. He came for your life. Too. He almost killed you. That was a direct attack. And you decide to shoot someone 3 to 4 times in the chest to kill. Why aren't we debilitating them? Why aren't we just making sure that they can't cause any more harm? Why is it death?
Right, and what Kay is saying is they're not taught to kill per se. They're trained to eliminate the threat. Like, so in her case, it was a threat. If he came and she was standing to the side arguing still, then it wouldn't have been a situation of pulling your gun out and shooting immediately. And I can't say guaranteed because white officers been weird lately. Shit, all officers been a little janky. But theoretically, that's the point. He came out, and as soon as he came out, the knife was about to go in the other girl's chest, and he did what he did.
You shot her 3 times.
It was like 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times, so it's probably 4. You shot
her. I think it was 4. I remember it was 4.
You shot her 4 times, and she called the police.
Yeah. And what I can say, I think a bigger issue with that too is us Black people fighting and people recording it because that was happening and
bullshit
around. This is such a nasty little fucking habit,
cultural thing that we do,
tradition that we have of people fighting and everybody just standing around looking at it. And that shit is always so cute. And even when the police come up, usually that's when everybody stops. Because it's like, don't everybody know, like, the feds is one thing. So we don't want the police involved, but let's sit here and fight and stab each other if need be. It's a terrible habit. And this is a great example of how that shit goes left, because the police was called to help in a case. And the girl who called the police ended up getting killed. But, and from what I'm hearing even too about the big
grown ass women, right? The situation, there was grown ass women.
There were grown people, yeah. Like I think some guy, whoever was trying to jump the girl or one of the other girls, there was a grown ass man involved in it, holding one of the girls and beating the girls up too, like in an attempt to defend or whatever. But it's just like, how fucking ghetto is this? So all this happens and the police pulls up and it's just like, well, I see a knife. And that's even if he is racist as fuck and he's a terrible guy and he just wants to kill niggas all day, they gave him all he needed to be fine with doing that. And there's a lot of Black people that are divided. There's a lot of Black people that saying like, "What shit? He was justified." Because how people thinking about it too is, if that was your kid, if this is me about to get stabbed by somebody, and the officer pulls up, I want you to do whatever the fuck you need to do to get this motherfucker away from my child. Yeah, and that's been everybody's argument that's defended. And I was like, I hear you, but there is still an argument to be made about the fact that deadly force seems to be the choice.
And not to death. And my thing is, why the fuck are they teaching police officers to shoot in the chest?
I don't know.
It's so many. I feel like there's so many. I don't get it. Like, not the knee.
Right.
Not the hand, not the arm, not the shoulder. Like, that's major stuff going on in your chest. You can pierce the heart. That's it. There's no.
To me, that's why I feel like it's hard to say they aren't trained to like kill, because
that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Debilitating. Like, literally get them to the point where they cannot function. If you shoot somebody one time, the pain from that shot is gonna make them stop. Unless they Scarface don't count. He doesn't count.
That's hilarious.
He doesn't count, bro. Like, shit. Cleo from Set It Off. That shit don't count.
Okay, like because it's a more stable body part, and logically, because I'm flailing. I'm swinging my arms. You can miss that, but I can't like swing this whole motherfucking midsection. So aim for the biggest part.
Stupid. Hate it.
All right. Well, rest in peace again, Micaiah. I'm sorry to hear that. All them adults that's involved, her mama, her foster mom, whomever that lady was. I think it's her foster mom. Or maybe it was her actual mom. I know something
about her foster mom, and then she called the women to fight her. That's the story I heard.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no. Well, the story I heard was that the older girls that used to be the ladies' foster kids as well, and the argument basically started on the ones that came to visit saying, y'all need to clean this shit up. You know, foster mom Micah doesn't like when it's messy like this, like the place looked messy, and then that's how the argument ensued. So that's apparently how it went down, from what I'm hearing, but I don't know. It's just, I think this is a good message for all the adults involved, and even all the other girls that are involved. This is what the fuck shit like that comes to. And it's like, yeah, fist fights is all fun, but now a weapon is involved. And even if it was just fist fight and all that, they're trained to shoot center mass because it's the largest, biggest, but yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Thank you, person. Mike of the face. Your facials have been, you are becoming me more and more every day, my friend. All right. I had this conversation with Stretch and he was crapping, whatever. And it's quick, but I heard it on some other podcast. Or a discussion. It wasn't a podcast. So it was after years, we kind of talked on this a little bit, but at the soiree, but like, think about years of being with your partner. You have a partner. So think about it like this. Years of being with your partner. You know Willie ain't going nowhere. You've been with Willie your whole fucking life at this point. Y'all got kids and shit. Been together for however long. Would you give your partner a pass, either way, to fuck somebody else?
Oh, we both fucking. What you mean? That's where I'm at with it.
I mean,
we both fucking. Ain't no pass unless it's two ways.
So yes, because the pass, because in your case it would be a guy. Like, we can't just automatically bunch it in. Oh yeah, you can fuck another girl, because that was Stretch's thing. I was like, okay, Stretch, me and you together, and let's say I gave him the whole scenario from the soiree. 96.
All right, got it.
17 girls. I can't fuck one other dude now. He was like, no. I said, okay, but then his whole argument is like, no, with the girl. And then let me tell you how stingy this is. He was even like, look at my emails. He was even like,
he gotta be there.
Yes. Like, I was like, so I can't never like just get some head from this girl by myself in the corner somewhere. He was like, no. So I'm only allowed to, if I was with Stretch, I'm only allowed to get a pass if he can also get a pass, and we gotta fuck this girl together. And it can only be a girl. He's the only dick I'm ever get for the rest of my life.
It's not gonna work. You don't like girls at all.
That's what I said.
That ain't gonna work for you.
So the answer was no for him. But right. The answer is no. Yeah. Being with somebody that you know, I mean, you guys are solid. You guys are A1. Yeah. You ain't worried about nothing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on. Manny's calling me. Yes, sir. I'm doing a podcast. Speak fast. I'll see what I can do. Goodbye. Dang, he want me to bring me up. I don't want to drive over there. I hate going over there. I just hate leaving my house. All right. So, yeah, so that's his thing. And I'm like, but you're secure in your relationship. You know this person's not going, but it's your husband, it's your wife. And just fucking somebody else, it's just for the sake of, oh, sure. You can fuck some bitch in Connecticut that you ain't gonna never see again.
Listen. It ain't no fun unless we all get some.
Shut up. Why are you like this? Do the cat.
But I'm saying, no, for real. I think And I said this before, and we've talked about it. I just think it's unfair because I don't think I'll ever want another penis, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I've had encounter with women. I don't mind threesomes. I've never had one, but I wouldn't mind having one. So I'm still open to that. But for you to get a pass for what? I don't even fucking know your birthday, some dumb shit. I don't know where that would even come from, but if I just was like, you know what, baby, go have some fun with some new pussy. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like, put my hand on the wall, lean on that bitch. Go ahead, have a good time. I'll be here with the fucking kids.
Knock her dead.
Yeah, don't come back here and kiss me though. You gotta wash your mouth, give me a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how that would work because
that's what I was saying. What would be the reason for giving this?
That's what I'm saying.
Because we made it to 10 years of marriage, you could go fuck somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. Like you do not want me using my skills on another nigga.
Selena talking about, we both got to get a pass. I know that's right.
Yeah, like you don't want me put my skills on another nigga. You don't want that.
And they know that. That's why I think they always strict it to, if it's a girl, if it's a pussy, I don't want no more pussy. I got a pussy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that shit fun for us, but if I'm alone and you're alone and we both have an opportunity to get new genitals, I want a whole new dick, and I think you should get a whole new pussy. That's it. And if that can't be the case, then we ain't fucking doing it. Ain't no path. That makes sense to me. It's like giving into like that the idea that men just have to, and if you just help them out and give them a reason not to cheat, or give them room to like experience new, they'll be fine. Fuck that, boy. You better figure it out.
Find you some shit to be content with, like.
Yeah, no, bro. That shit.
I don't know.
Go ahead, cheat on me. Let me find out, bitch. I'm leaving.
And see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, just go ahead and cheat on me. How about you test the waters?
And see what I do to you.
Test the waters, nigga.
Okay, next. Would you like rich? Well, this is like, it was a debate. Rich, successful, unfaithful, or broke, not ambition, but he faithful as fuck. You get rich, successful man, takes care of everything, but he fucks other women.
Do whatever you want.
or baroque, no ambition, no goals in life.
I don't think that's fair.
Never leave you.
I don't think that's fair. I think
pick one.
More to a relationship than sex. And you being in my face every day, Mr. Faithful, but you're also broken, ambitionless. So what the fuck are you doing for us? So yeah, I go with rich and just unfucking loyal, and I am taken care of. I have to. Because broken, ambitionless, you got me fucked up. What is that?
Because to me, that sounds too much like a project, and I don't have time for that. Like I do projects for a living. I don't have no time for my nigga.
Hey, no matter what you do, he's not gonna improve. He's ambitionless.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy as fuck I'm not getting cheated on. Fuck you. Like that's supposed to be enough. That's not enough. But
then to me that dumbs down how much we really actually care about love and commitment and all this other shit, because that's not the case. If that's the case, then because I'm leaning towards the rich one that's fucking other people too. Because
you're taken care of. That's a basic need, Lee.
Yes, but it's not that I can't take care of myself. So then what you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if I was down and out, then I need.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I can sustain, obviously, myself. I'm doing it now. You want a partner for
help.
But then to get the loyal one, and y'all can't even go on trips unless you're paying for it. It's like, fuck. And you know how I feel about niggas without money. So I don't know. So it's just,
so your point of your love situation.
Yeah.
My thing is, okay, first of all, I can't even fall for a nigga that's like this. So let's just start there. But let's just say I am in love.
Let's just say you fell.
Let's just say I'm in love. And he's broke and ambitionless.
I put ambitionless. So all it really was broke and not successful. And there was rich and successful. So we can take ambitionless out.
Broke
and not successful.
What the fuck does success? Like I'm not gonna dissect it to like.
Yeah, it would be your standards, because the question then is, what is successful? What is
that's what I was gonna say, and I'm just like, okay, if you're not wealthy, technically you're broke. If you're not rich, technically you're broke, because if you're living to a certain degree, you can't comfortably go do something for $2,000 right now and not be hurting. Like, you'll be all right, but you're gonna be hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think about when I think about like financial comfortability. If some shit would have popped off, would have happened, and it $2,000 today, no questions asked. It is what it is. Slide it. It ain't gonna affect your children. It's not gonna affect the way that y'all gonna eat that month. All of that. But if he's broke and I can take care of myself, that's not the point. I don't want to take care of myself. Like, if I have a partner, I don't want that. I don't want to be independent. Because Leah, what the fuck you need a man for? Why don't you just be single? You don't need
but that's
somebody
the point.
to take up space.
But having a broke, loyal, whatever the fuck, whatever. That's more so what I want a man for. I want a companion. Like, I want somebody that's there with me. I don't want him to be there with me. So then that's the point. It's like, and this is what I've always wanted in a relationship. The fact that I'm leaning towards the rich one now, it's further letting me know how much I done gave up on these niggas altogether, because that would never be my answer. You know, you're never gonna cheat on me. But it's like, and then my thing is, you ain't gonna love this nigga for real. The rich one, you don't really love him. You like him. He does nice things for you.
Yeah.
You love him, but you're not in love with him. But you know good and well, every time he go out of town, he fucking 17 bitches. So, and this is where you cry in the Phantom, or you cry in the whatever. I guess we'd be crying at a Phantom because he's rich.
I'm not gonna be crying at all. I'm gonna be fucking too, because what the fuck? Like, no, let's just be real. Like women who are in situations like that, like I'm not saying women who are wives in NFL, NBA, actors, actresses. I'm not saying that these women are doing what the fuck they want to do, but I feel like they're doing what the fuck they want to do. I feel like they've taken a certain amount of years of bullshit where they were the faithful, stand by your side, but they keep being tried. It's only so much I think a woman can take when she's being taken care of, and she keeps telling you, I don't care about your money. I want you here. And you keep saying, but the bills are paid. I got you that Gucci. I got you that Louis. I got you that Fendi. I got you that whatever. And you're constantly throwing money at her because you're telling her that the value of your relationship lies in what I can provide for you. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, fuck it, I'm doing what I want to do. And I'm going to be all right with it because I'm taken care of. My kids taken care of. I'm not going to be messy. I'm not gonna blow your shit up.
Messy. She can't be messy. Yeah, that's the thing too. Yeah. If she is doing that, she's gonna have to pretend as though the most loyal, faithful wife as can.
Yeah, and it's probably not even the fuck, Leah. It's probably to get talked to. Somebody to listen to her. She gonna emotionally cheat before she fuck a nigga. Like, I feel like a lot of these women be wanting somebody to listen to them and talk to them.
But think about that. What if that is the case? What if that is the case? There's cases where these successful men, they do love their women and they do all that, but the only thing you're not going to stop them from doing is fucking. And we do know that men, I think men really can just fuck a bitch today and not care about them an hour later. You know? So what if that's the case? I guess he's going to say something. He does love you. He'd never leave you for anything in the world. But if you go to Atlanta, somebody in Atlanta, you go to Chicago, you fuck somebody in Chicago. But I leave this bitch for my wife. I love Micah.
Yeah, sex is sex. My thing is, if you're meeting with the same woman, that's an affair. If you fucking random women everywhere, then that's you fucking women everywhere.
Yeah, that's unsafe.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's way easier to get over that than to get over my emotional cheating that I'm finna be fucking doing, because I'm finna be fucking doing it.
So I'm finna
but yeah, I think about the broke and the unsuccessful part. And to be honest, life is more than just love, because I can like you and still live with you for the rest of my life, liking the shit out of you. Like, love, like, what is the real weight when it comes to love and like? Because you can love somebody and not like they ass no more. So I feel like, if anything, we should be trying to like a bitch for the rest of our life. I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna accept you for whoever you are and whoever you change, but I don't like you. Who wants to be in love with somebody they don't like? I want to like you.
They don't like. Yeah.
I want to like you. Like, I want to still appreciate our conversation. I want to still be able to look at you and smile. Like, I want to still be able to have have a spark when I don't see you for a while. Like, I think that has a lot to do with liking that individual and how they make you feel. Love is unconditional. Love is your fucking mom loving you, even though you're a crackhead.
And that's a fact. So that's why, and all these things that you're saying is the reason why the faithful broke one is theoretically, that's what you're describing. You're describing, it's gonna, but that's what I'm saying. You and the rich one, if it's just to be there, if we just going based off rich and successful, and
yeah, I like him. Whatever. My thing is, I can like him for the rest of my life and be okay, because I like hanging out with him. He's fun. We have a great time when we go on our trips. I like how he takes care of our kids and takes care of me and make sure we're good.
So you don't plan, because that's what I'm saying. Then because picking that is you're deciding you're not gonna be in love ever again for the rest of your fucking life. You just gonna
like him for the rest of my. I'm not. So that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard for me to take that, because it's like I want to be in love with the nigga that I'm with. I want that.
Like, no one said love wasn't a part of either one of these things.
Yeah, but just what you're just describing, you're talking about like, and that's what we're talking about. If that's it, you didn't say love, you said you can like him for the rest of your life. So that's fine, because let's say this is. That's why I'm having a hard time picking that, because I don't want to like this nigga the rest of my life. I want to be in love with this nigga.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want that. Like when Mia's like the kid's not around, Mia's ain't got to sit down. I mean, I got like you, but me and you don't be laid up.
But it's a different intimacy.
But that's what I'm saying. So he's gonna be a you. I don't need another you. I already got you. I need a.
Listen, it ain't the same. You can't have me. I can't fuck you.
But that's what he would be, along the lines of just liking. That's what I'm saying. He would be essentially another homegirl, and I don't need another homegirl.
Well, so I don't mind another homeboy. Broke and unsuccessful. I'm at the point that I am in my life. And the relationships that I've seen,
broken, unsuccessful.
The relationships that I've seen, the marriages that I've seen, the advice that I've gotten from like old ass ladies randomly telling me, oh yeah, you know, I've been with my husband for 50 years. He's been fucking 12 different people. His personality changes. I don't like him all the time, but I love him. She ain't going nowhere though. That's cute, but you're miserable. I'm not gonna be, no. You're broke.
Oh, okay.
You're broke and you're unsuccessful. That means I'm not living a life to my fulfillment. I'm not gonna be okay. Me. I don't want to pay for every fucking thing we do. That means I have to break my successful ass back to make sure I can carry my 4 kids and my nigga who's broken, unsuccessful, and I love him. The fuck is that? I don't want that, bro. Because you got the bigger picture is more to life than love, dog. We got to pay these bills. We got to work together. We got to be passionate. We have to work towards a common goal. Nigga, we're not even on the same. You don't even have the same goal as me.
Yeah, it would have to be the rich and unfaithful one, because I'd have to tap into like my biggest city girl. Like I'd have to listen to like all the albums and just really get in the zone for that, because the idea would be just taking money and getting nice things until like I find a nigga that I actually love. Because I can't, it can't be my end all be all. But you know how I feel about broke niggas again. So the broke, you could be faithful as fuck, but it's like, I just posted today, I'm happy we broke up. I had to pay for everything. I don't like that. So it's like, you're right. Like it kind of, they're both pretty shitty options.
Yeah, I'm picking rich.
Which one, at least there's money involved.
Yeah, and think about this, Leah.
A little bit.
Just because your man is rich, successful, and unfaithful, what the fuck does that make you? Whatever you want to be.
Essentially.
You may never use a dime of his money. But the fact that you have the stability, the comfort of knowing if you fuck up your life, your husband, your rich, successful, cheating ass husband is going to take care of you. Y'all going to be okay until you get back on your feet. If I fuck up and my broke, unsuccessful, loving ass, what the fuck's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to us?
And see, and then so another argument to think about that is that's essentially what men face every day. This is men's life. Because we're supposed to be the prize, right? So these men are supposed to be rich and successful, and they're supposed to pick us up with no money or no whatever the fuck and create a future for us.
Marry us.
Yes, carry us through life because you wanted to be with me, sir. So you need to do this. So listening to you say that, I just got a new appreciation for what the fuck men go through when it is just for them to just pick up a woman and take care of her and pay all her bills and make sure everything's safe and taken care of. I obviously have a different argument. It's like, well, I got a job, nigga, so I can help. Just don't say 50-50, you're gonna turn me off. But it can be, don't say that. You say that's not, I'm gonna get uncomfortable. But that's essentially what men are expected to do. They're expected to carry the weight of everything and all the fucking kids and the wife. And then it is overwhelming. And honestly, a lot of them don't make, let me not say that.
And I'm for it. And I feel like because it's been done and because times are so different, you ain't carrying a bitch. You're not carrying anybody. So let's be real.
Can't.
Women like working. Women like having their own shit. Women like having their own businesses. They like to say, I did this. I can. Me too. Like, that's where we're living. That's the type of women that we have around. So, nigga, you ain't really carrying nobody for real. You got help. You eating because she's cooking and she's probably buying the food. She probably decorating your fucking house. She's probably making sure you got nice suits and shit. Like, it's little things that women are contributing to the whole, the bigger picture.
Even you mean these women that don't like work for real? These ones they yes.
So remember, they don't have women who don't work for real because every woman works for real. If you, I have not met, and I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm the closest to not whatever the fuck that would be. But I get money, and my shit always paid for. And I do not have a 401k.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't fall in that category. But the women,
I wouldn't. But
they're usually with men that are so rich anyway. Like,
but they come from something.
Yeah.
Some of the women come from some of those women come from something. So that's
Ivy League shit mixed up,
right? So I don't think I have never met a black woman. And if these city girls, they got jobs, bitch. They nurses. They motherfucking. Teachers. These hoes got professions.
I know a few teacher city girls.
They have professions, bro. So no woman is sitting on her ass right now waiting to be saved. No black woman that I know of.
Me neither.
We can't wait to be saved while we go to work. Bitch, you going to work though. You know what I'm saying? So you have your own bills. You have you have your own life. You don't just not do shit and wait for a man. So they don't have they still have the pressure when we finally get together. But do bitches stop working when they get married?
Some do, but
that doesn't happen often though. Yeah, and even when she's not, she's a blogger who getting sponsored and getting paid to post her shit. Like, we are innovative women now. No one is just sitting home doing nothing or just taking care of kids. She made a hobby out of something. She got to feel fulfilled.
And I hate when that's even said too, because being a stay-at-home mom, like, it's not.
It's a job.
It's a task because it's not just saying the kids. It's cooking dinner. It's making sure the house is clean. It's making sure all the clothes.
Yeah. Make sure they stay alive.
Like doing that shit. Don't know like doing that shit. So that is honestly quite a fucking job. And so it's like, well, if he's working and paying all the bills, but the least you can do is make sure dinner is cooked in the kitchen.
She's doing something.
Yeah. So sis is busting her ass, and
they don't have that. And I know some men who will prefer their wives not to work, but not a lot of them. And I can't even say some men. I have to say a very small percentage of men.
I know like one guy who's ever said that.
Yeah, small 3% of all men.
Yeah, and him and his girl ended up breaking up because he was extremely controlling. He'd rather her stay home and watch the kids and get a job. And so he was telling me that her argument was like, she got a master's degree. I said, nobody who went and got a master's degree, like for real, wants to just stay home all fucking day. Like, you did too much. You want to do something. And so it's like he brought that up, and that was like a point of contention for them in their relationship, because he was like, the amount of money you'll make would just be paying the daycare anyway. You might as well just stay home and be the fucking daycare. And I was like, they're not together anymore, but I guess it works for a little bit. It worked a little bit until sis was over that shit. All right, well, I guess rich and successful it is then. We talked about this, and I talked about this with Stretch the other night, and I found new ways that it actually doesn't work out. But we talked about this off air, just with the confidence or whatever, that whole thing we talked about with island people and island women and their confidence in wearing whatever the fuck they want to wear, right?
Yeah.
And half naked at the time. My Jamaican women love to wear fishnet shit with all their titties out. Belly bang basically mean they got a gut, they got a little fupa. It's a little bigger than a fupa by now. It's probably just like a belly. They don't give a fuck. They just
wear whatever the fuck they want to wear.
They ride the wave, right? So me and Michael were saying that, you know, we want that level of confidence. I'm Jamaican. I want that level of confidence. And then I said, but on the flip side, then there's so many Jamaicans that still bleach, and I still can't understand why the fuck this is still a thing. But then a point that I came up with stretch that I didn't think about is a lot of Jamaican women are getting their bodies done. Like they're not actually comfortable anymore with this. I think that's my mom's generation, if anything. Us, the millennials, they nipping and tucking that shit. Like I know at least 2 Jamaican women at the current moment that just got their bodies done. They look great. So it's kind of like, I think that whole point don't even count on them.
But it does. So the culture, all right, cool. So I feel like the shift has happened where this is I'm not working for this shit, I'm paying for this shit. This is where we're at.
And Stretch said it's because they realize it's not that expensive. Like, I guess, I don't know how much it is, but he's saying they realize it isn't that pricey. That's why they just say, fuck it.
Brazilian families save money so their 16-year-old girl can get her breast done. Like, that's a gift in Brazil. To get a breast lift, to get a breast augmentation, to get hips, to get lips. Like, they praise bodies in Brazil. And a body looks a certain way. And if you don't have that, well, I want breasts when I blah, blah, blah. Okay, honey, when you turn 16, we'll get you some boobs. Like, what? That's
never
the thing.
Heard this. That's wild.
Yeah, I saw a whole documentary on surgeries in different countries. Like, they do that shit. Like, it's a thing. Wow. And so
Nia getting acrylic nails when she turned 16.
That's right. No titties, ho. Like, I'm talking about life savings. They save up to get their bodies done. That is the goal. So I think that still Jamaican women, island women don't have a lot of shame. I think Americans, Black Americans, white Americans, we are a very shameful country. Like all the culture is just shame, just guilting you and making you feel like shit. Shame, 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 shame. Shame on you for being a mom out here and wearing that skirt. You're a mom. Shame on you for breastfeeding your child who's hungry. Shame on you. Like, it's always a shameful thing. And so I think Americans are super sensitive and very self-conscious. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about all my island friends and the confidence level that's always been exuded when it comes to bodies, well, shit, Junkanoo, the Bahamians with the Junkanoo Festival, y'all with Carnival, like, that shit is bodies. We're celebrating bodies. Like, that's been a thing. But now everybody wants to fix their shit. It's different. So I totally understand what you mean. Millennials are like, I ain't ashamed, bitch, but I want a fat ass. Yeah. I'm not ashamed, but I want a flat tummy and I don't want to work out. So fuck that. And I'm not going to be ashamed that I got my ass done because y'all ain't got no shame.
You weren't in the group chat. Terry put it in there and he was like, it was a post. He said, I'm not about to argue with no bitch who old stomach is their new ass.
Bruh, see that you can tell.
I hate him so much.
Look, we shaming the bitch already. So no matter what, you're gonna get shamed.
You can't win. You can't win. Okay, you're gonna be big. It's the only way you can win is if you actually work out and do it the right way. And then even then, they might still find some shit to say.
They still, she only did that because X, Y, and Z. She ain't eating right for real. Like,
so yeah, once I remembered the body surgery stuff, I was like, yeah, I don't think that's the thing. And to me, the fact that our generation is doing it now, it's definitely a lot more common. Everybody gets something done in some type of way. Now, right? So it's like, yeah, that old version that we used to see, like when we used to go to like fucking iguanas back in like 2016 and would just see, I had one particular friend, me and Trish used to always laugh at that. Sis, literally, there was no curvature in her waist. Like that way, she was built like 2 fucking tray tables. Like, did not care. And sis was half naked all the time. And she made that ass move, okay? So with her, she's a great candidate for surgery because she's exactly what most of them look like when they decide to do it. And I think her in particular, she'd still come out any way she wants to. But I think she's like the last of a dying breed. Like, I think she is, like, because they do care now. And now the bleaching and all the shit that they do still, that makes sense. Because that bleaching shit has not died down. If anything, it might have got worse. Like, Jamaicans are bleaching at an alarming rate. And it's just like, I just don't understand. That's like the corniest thing about my culture. And I have to say that. To me, that's like the wackest shit that we do. We bleach so crazy. And it's like, bro, it's so fucking obvious you look so crazy. And it's just, our skin cool. She brown. No, she get brown. No. Like, just talking about some girl he knew, he was like, last time he saw her, she was probably my color or something like that. He was like, when he saw her recently, she was look like my mama. He's like, she looked good on her. And then that's the thing too, is like sometimes the bleaching look good upon you, and then sometimes it don't look good upon her. It look good upon she.
It's colorism. It's all these.
All of y'all, you all look stupid. If you was my color and now you like my mama, you look dumb. Like, to me, I'm over it. Like,
yeah, no. That colorism runs deep.
Jesus, it runs deep. It's bad. It's really fucking bad. And to me, that's the saddest thing, because it's like that. And the surgery, I don't get pressed about the surgery as much, but I guess if that's the case, then we got to put bleaching into the same thing, because my logic is there's clearly an insecurity somewhere for you to want to get a surgery done. Like, remember, once upon a time, my daughter asked me why my titties are so long. I can't stand her for that. She's like, Mommy, why your breasts so long? All right. In my case, these aren't a huge area of insecurity for me, but this is the only thing I've ever considered. Like, maybe I'll get like a boob reduction when I'm done having kids, or I'll get a breast lift at like 45. And so this is the area of concern for you. It's a little bit of insecurity. It makes you feel uncomfortable. Fine. So in that case, being uncomfortable with your skin tone, which to me is ridiculous, but it's just as ridiculous as being uncomfortable with the size breast you were born with, or being uncomfortable with the size ass that you got. These are all things that you don't like, that you were naturally given, and you don't like it, so you want to change it. So we have to put bleaching, unfortunately, just by
definitely. And
I feel like put this dumbass shit in the same category as getting your ass done.
But bleaching is worse to me.
I think so too, but it shouldn't be. It's actually safer than surgery.
Regardless.
It's a lot more prolonged. It takes forever.
That's identity. That's identity to me.
But
your identity and your body, I don't agree. Your body can change whether you get surgery or not. That's something that's always going to evolve, whether you pay for it or not. You can work out to get a tighter ass, or you can go to the doctor. You cannot randomly change. You're not a chameleon. You can't be like light skin, dark skin, like you can't, unless you know what, bro.
You can actually.
I would want people to want to get as dark as they possibly could, because that's some natural shit. Stand in the sun. You go out in the summertime.
Yeah, in the
summertime, bro. Go to them nude beaches, lay out there for about 30 minutes every fucking day. You are going to change. Now, when it's wintertime, ain't no more fucking sun, your ass gonna turn back to whatever you were. But that's a natural progression that happens with melanin in our skin. You can't revert melanin. That's what you got. So the fact that you are trying to change such a identical character, like, that's a part of you, that's who you are, like, that is you. Your skin is you, low-key. That's what America always tripping about, what a bitch skin color is, depending on what services they get or how they're treated with police. Like, skin is everything, and if you change your skin, that means you can change your circumstance.
But even still, changing your skin to make you lighter, all the Jamaicans that bleach, they're not they still look black. They just look like they clearly bleached. So to me,
they get privileges.
They who?
You get privileges for being lighter.
That's not when they bleach. You just look like you bleached.
White people don't know the difference. You know the difference.
But they still look black. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a situation where I know light-skinned black people get held too. I think we probably may still get it rough just because we're.
Yes,
I think light-skinned black people get held too. So
it's not the same hell though.
Not the same hell. But I think either way, I think you can push the goalpost as much as you want, but I think it falls in the same category. I literally just felt that way in having this conversation now. It's just as trivial as this is how you were born. You don't like how this looks. You want to change it. I think it's a psychological thing. Well, because see, it can't, because they all fall, because like they give you, I think you have to go through like some type of therapy or something before you, or like you have to get like a psych eval or something before you do surgery or plastic surgery or something like that. They want to make sure you're not doing this for like weird reasons, I guess. But ultimately, it's like, okay, I want my breasts to be bigger. I want my ass to be bigger. So that's why I'm doing it. This weird obsession with wanting to be more light, it for me, it falls in the same category. It's just weirder to me.
So you have to ask yourself, why do I want to be light?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's weird to me.
That's what I'm saying. There are benefits. There are benefits to being a lighter skinned Black person. There are benefits. There are. You're more attractive to a lot more people. You're more appealing to a lot more people when you're lighter skinned.
You're more attractive and more appealing too when you have a fatter ass and bigger titties.
We can't change the world though. I'm gonna get it. It's a possibility that, okay, and it could be worse. And I get a fatter ass, I'm a higher candidate to be raped. It can go either way. So if I'm thinking about skin tone and I'm thinking about the way my privilege is going to work, okay, we got pretty privilege. People who skinny as fuck and they're beautiful and they get whatever the fuck they want because they're beautiful. Okay, cool. You get a fat ass and big titties, they let you in the club. What else? You get hollered at more.
And to be fair, in Jamaica, like the Jamaicans, there's a very large Jamaican population that loves this bleaching shit. So all the bleachers love each other. Like it's a thing, right? And so you get higher ranks among.
Yeah, but think about it.
It's me that looked at you like you fucking dumb, but yeah, you do.
Bruh, in every country, the society that is poor is darker. In every country. No matter where you go in the world, unless it's all Black already. Mm-hmm. And I mean, everybody Black, like everybody dark skinned, like your tribe is dark skinned. There's no light skins anywhere. There's no variations. It's just, that's all we got. Everywhere in the world, if you are darker, you are on the poor economic scale. When you are lighter, you have favor, you have more social status. Economic status is higher. That's just the way the world is, to be honest. So my thing would be, I guess it's why either way. So I get what you mean. They fall in the same category, but for me, it's deeper when you're trying to change the color of your skin, bro. Like you always gonna be Black, but now you Black with a fat ass. But no, you're Black, but you don't want to be as Black. That's fucked up.
I'm saying, I don't know.
That part's fucked up. I don't want to be as Black. No, I don't like that. I don't want to be as fat. I fuck with that. I don't want to be as
I don't want to be this big. No,
I don't want to be as big. I hate it here. I don't want to work out.
The logic I had behind, like people who get their breasts done, people who get their breasts done, or whatever. My logic, all that is, I used to look down on it once upon a time, but I stopped. It was a very long time ago because my logic is, I compared it to like in Jamaica and most islands. I'm sure it's like that other islands, but I can only speak for Jamaica. It's a thing to literally, you can marry anybody just so you can get your papers, right? So they'll be ready to just marry a motherfucker that lives in Wisconsin just because they want to come to America. So I always thought that's so crazy. Like I would never fucking do that. And it's like, yeah, it's easy for you to say. You were born in Michigan, right? You already have the papers that you need. So from there, I stopped being as judgmental on it. This was all some self-assessing I did. And I was like, well, just be careful, I guess. Like, whatever. At this point, I can't talk down on it. Then the same thing goes for ass and titties. Who am I to tell a bitch, oh, it's crazy that you go get surgery? Bitch, you got ass and titties. If I didn't have ass and titties, maybe I'd want some. So now when I put it in that way, it's like, I can't really say what it's like.
Yeah.
To not know, and I just kind of put it in, well, do whatever makes you happy. Because then once I got older and got more aware of like mental like wellness and how fucking distraught people are, like how important your mental like health is, it's like if not having big titties is making you suicidal, maybe you should get some big titties. Like
yeah, and I think
that's gonna keep you around. It's like
people should stop caring so much what the fuck other people are doing.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
Why do you care?
Yeah, we got somebody like that. And
why do you care? All that sounds like is jealousy that you didn't have the money to do it.
Yes.
That's what that sounds like to me. So,
and I'll say this, I think it is hard if you don't have the physique that you want, right? I'm gonna sit here and tell you, you should learn to love yourself, right? But my physique has never been an area of contention for me. Right? My skin tone has never been bad. My body has never been a weird area for me. So it's like, it's hard, but I feel like there's so much peace in that if you can do that, if you can find like perfection in who you are and what you look like. You get what I'm saying? And if you're doing these augmentations or whatever, these adjustments, because it just makes you feel better, then by all means do that. But I can definitely agree where it's like, ask yourself why you want to be lighter. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, because I can understand why you may want a bigger ass. You want to fill your dress out a little bit more. Your titties, you want a little cleavage. But I agree. Ask yourself why you want to be lighter. Because I mean, Jamaicans do it so much. Still. I got a cousin that is light, like she's like my mom light, like she's Asian, she's part Asian, so she's high yellow, and so she does it, but she says she does it just to maintain because she be walking around motherfucking Sabalamar all day, and she does get a tan. And I'm like, so you don't like the tan? It'll go away, I think, you know. But I found that out about her, and I was like, oh well.
Yeah, so there is something way deeper than just liking being light. That shit is deep.
But I mean, Jamaicans have nicknames for it. It's Bronin or Kruamas or whatever. Like the light skinned ones do get extra attention. So it just,
that's cultural.
but I just feel like
I
they lose some of the cool points. They lose to me all these cool points that I was giving my culture for wearing whatever the fuck they want and being whatever they want it to be. I'm taking them back at this point because our generation doesn't deserve that as far as I'm concerned. Maybe the older generation, maybe even people that are a little bit older than us, like maybe late 30s. I'd give it to them, but our generation, they are insecure as fuck. And I get it. It's hard to keep up with everything you're seeing, but who the fuck cares? And like you said, you're going to always, well, I said this to one of our friends, but you're going to always be miserable if you constantly compare yourself to other people. If you constantly find a way to, well, I want to look like her, or, well, you're going to constantly be unhappy if you do that. There's always going to be somebody finer. There's always going to be somebody with a bigger ass, prettier smile, a bigger titty, whatever. There's always going to be that. It's just less stress on you and everything you have if you find a way to that way. But yeah, after I thought about the body surgery thing, I was like, oh, this little argument I had for y'all done lost all this.
Yeah, social media definitely doesn't help.
Yeah, social media doesn't help.
And being able to have so much access to so many different people that you don't even know, that shit don't help. Having access to people that are famous, that shit don't help. So I feel like I always hated being skinny, but I never wanted to get fat. Like I never wanted to get thick. I never wanted an ass. Like, but I did hate being skinny, and I was tall as fuck. So I just wore things that look good on me. So to everybody who is struggling with the way that you look, stop trying to wear what everybody's wearing. Wear what looks good on you. And that's the process. You know what I'm saying? Like, long jeans didn't look good on me. So who the fuck didn't wear long jeans? Me.
Michael was short.
Hated it. I love my legs. I don't like how skinny I was. I didn't like how skinny I was, but I loved how tall I was. So I was like, fuck it. These legs gonna be an asset. I'm gonna wear shorts, Bermuda pants, capris. I ain't never fucking putting on long jeans though.
I used to love capris.
That shit
have so many capris.
Even bell bottom shit. Nothing long. So what I would say, and me and Erica was talking about this, and she was talking about her breast size and how she just felt bamboozled because her mom did something that she didn't know. And she was just like,
yeah.
And so my thing was, Sadie has the same size and she got cleavage all the time. So if you wear what looks good on you, it'll make you feel a little better about yourself because you won't be trying to look like somebody who don't have the same body type as you. Mm-hmm. You trying to wear shit that big booty ass women wear, or you trying to wear shit tall girls wear. You're not tall and you do not have a fat ass, sis. So,
I do that. I see outfits all the time that I buy, and I never remember that I am 5'1", and the woman that has this fucking outfit on is like 5'9". This bitch like 6 foot. Like it looks so different on her. There's been so many things I've had to return.
Yeah.
It caught her like right mid thigh. It was definitely to a bitch's knees. I was like, damn, I forgot. I said, Micah, this really cute outfit one time, and I was like, this gonna look dumb on me. She said, yes, you're too short. I said, okay. And that was
so I think you gotta find what works for you, but you can't giving up and just settling and just sulking and just sitting in your sorrows. You gotta try every single last option to make you feel better.
And you have to definitely stop comparing yourself to other people. That's the hardest part. Because to think about it realistically, right? How crazy is it for you to sit here, you comparing yourself to like a woman that's clearly had surgery done? Obviously, you're not gonna fucking look like that. So why would you stress that? Like I literally had this conversation with somebody the other day. She got her body done. And you know that. So what are you even, you go do it too, or just be content. But this, she wasn't just, and then to me, you got to think about how crazy that sounds too. Because even if that was how it was, you're literally sitting there just up like jealous that a bitch came out looking like that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you got self-assess. That's
yeah, man. Y'all gotta find what works for you, bro.
That's some weird shit.
Find what works for you, bro. Cause like you can get caught up and be like, damn. But guess what? You gotta either do the work to look like that,
right?
Or pay the
that's
money.
The part nobody want to talk about that workout shit.
Or you can be content with your fucking body and don't wear crop tops because they ain't for you.
Or like the old time Jamaicans was talking about, wear them anyway. They didn't give a fuck.
But clearly, these people give a fuck. So, bitch, listen. I wish I could go out right now with a crop. No, I don't. I'm pregnant. But before, when I have my moments, I work on me, bruh. Oh, I don't like the way that shirt looked on me this time because last time it looked like this. Bitch, you running every day. And guess what? I wear the shirt, looks great on me. So either you work to wear the stuff that looks good on you, or you find clothes that look good on you. Regardless of what the fuck you got going on. Well, you eat whatever the fuck you want to eat. Drink whatever you want to fucking drink. But wear what looks good on you. Stop buying smaller clothes or larger clothes, bro.
Not smaller clothes. All right. Last point. I saw this the day we did the last podcast, but here we are now. Ohio is the latest state to allow transgender residents to change their gender on their birth certificate. How you feel about that?
Do you know that they're on Disney Plus? There's a short film called Out.
Mm-hmm. I heard about it.
I saw it.
How'd you feel about it? Was it a nice film?
First of all, it's grown ass men, so let's talk about that. I mean, it was nice, I guess. I mean, we're being liberal, we're being open, but to be real, I think like the comedians have been saying for a long time, our cult, this shit has become the most sensitive place to live. I mean, literally, guys, this is science. You have a vagina, you have a penis. No one cursed you with these things. You were born with them. And so you can do it, fuck it. If you want to be a woman, go ahead. If you want to be a man, go ahead. But the fact that they say, oh no, we're not going to conform to a gender. Okay. But the sex of the baby is.
Oh yeah, that babies. That's something. Shout out to Monique. Monique sent that to us. Some hospital, some state somewhere, they were like, they're not calling the babies like he or she anymore. They're calling the babies babies because it's like they should be able to choose their identity. It was like, no, the fuck they can't. Like they were, they're like an hour old. Why the fuck?
They have, if it came out as a vagina and it wasn't a hermaphrodite, the only time you can be a baby is if you are a hermaphrodite. If you are born with both genitalia, wait till they get a little older, see which way they swaying to, and cut the other one off. Because guess what? Somebody cut it off too early and they were feminine as fuck. She had a vagina. It was a story. It was on, I think it was
They kept saying Sierra was a hermaphrodite.
Oh, and that's fucked up. Now she had 3 kids, bitch.
Right, Sierra is a woman. Leave her alone.
No, but no, it was a show. I think it was called Raising Jasmine or something like that. And it was
I feel like I've seen this. Whatever it sounds familiar.
Yeah, but she was a hermaphrodite, and they didn't. They chose the sex, and she ended up being the opposite of what they chose. That makes sense to me because she had them both. She had them both. That's a baby. She has both. But do whatever the fuck y'all want.
I think I don't know transgender people's plight, and so I won't pretend to know what it is they go through or understand it, but I think it's fucking ridiculous that you should be able to go back and change your gender on your birth certificate, whatever it is you want to identify as now, because I believe once you're legally changed, I think you can put male or female on your ID. I think that is the thing. But to go back and change your identity on your birth certificate is like, so we could just make up shit at this point. Can I go back and just say I'm fucking Asian? Can I just go back and put whatever?
Yeah.
Because you can't do that. If I'm a woman that wants to become a man, I should not be able to go back and put on my birth certificate a fucking M. And to me, I just feel like it's like, who asked for that? Like, why does it matter? Because to me, this sounds like guys who are very, very cautious about, like, man, I ain't gonna fuck no nigga. Da, da, da. Guys who are really against this transgender thing. They want to sleep with 100% women, blah, blah, blah. The only reason I can see you doing some shit like that is to convince some nigga that you really are a woman or really are a man or whatever the case is. That's the only benefit I can see in that. I don't understand why the fuck else you would need to go back to your birth certificate and change your gender. I just feel like, what are we doing here? If I can't do that shit with anything else on my birth certificate, your birth certificate is supposed to be like the one factual proof of information of when you were born, what time, who your parents are, your height, your weight, whatever. So I just feel like
it's too far.
We just go too fucking far. Too far with all our liberties and all that, while being such a liberal country and all this. And then we still have so many fucking problems. Like, why? I don't know why, even with that, it seems like just allowing transgender people of any race or whatever to go back and change their gender on their birth certificate. We have things like that we're letting pass through. And then we still have the pettiest fucking issues when it comes to Black people just in general.
And the judicial system is still fucked.
It's so fucking weird to me. It's like, this is what the fuck we fighting for? Change the truth on your birth certificate? What is that? Like, I saw shit, mind blown. I was like,
it's not fair.
It's confusing. And I think it's very misleading.
No, it's actually confusing. This is confusing. What we were talking about earlier is not fucking confusing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
I get it. It's funny.
But for the kids who go out for sports, right? For the women or the men who go out for leagues, you change to a woman, but your genetics are a male. You are stronger. You're not a woman, and you want to play for a woman's wrestling team,
right?
And that shit was going on. That's not fair. I'm sorry. It's not fucking fair. The same way a woman change her shit to male and get on the football team, your body mass ain't the same, sis.
You're gonna get tackled, babe.
Your concussion gonna be fucked up. You actually ain't gonna get up. You're not gonna get up. They gonna knock the fucking wind out of you. They've been pumping this testosterone their whole life, bro. You just started taking these pills the past 4 years. What do you think's gonna happen to you? Like, that's what I'm afraid of. But you know what? This goes back to let people do what the fuck they want to do. You know what? You imbecile. That's some dumb shit. But you know what?
I just, I guess the thing I think about when it comes up, because there's so much crime against like transgender people. I do know that they get beat up for no fucking reason sometimes. This is for people that are just being straight up honest with whatever they have. And then there are cases where a transgender person may withhold the truth about their gender or what they were when they were born or whatever. And that doesn't end up, that doesn't end well either. But I just feel like,
go ahead.
I don't understand the reason for this. And I feel it's just very misleading. It's like, cause it's a lie. It's a lie. That's not what you were. So think about a man that's probably been a woman well into her transition. So she's, for all intents and purposes, this is a full-blown ass woman at this point, except there's no uterus there. So she's been with this man for however long, and this man's just waiting to have his fucking baby that's never gonna come because men don't carry babies. And so it's like, look at my birth certificate. I don't even know. I just don't understand why the fuck you get gender on your birth certificate.
And it's not fair.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair, and it's just too much. And
like I said, like, people can live their lives, but when it starts affecting other people, that's when it becomes a problem.
Agreed, and that's
whatever you want to do that. But you are going to affect someone else's life with your decision.
Because I would like a transgender person to tell me what the benefit would be for changing your gender on your birth certificate. It's not like you got to use that shit to get into the club.
They can
ID. If you turn to a woman, you can change your name and your gender.
It's psychological. I've always been a woman, and it should state that. I've always felt like that was this feeling shit. this feeling shit. I've always felt like I was a woman. It'll really, really make me feel good if I can just change this to woman. But you fucking other people's lives up. If you ain't gonna be 100 about your shit, you deserve to go to jail.
And my thing is, okay, so let's say because then the same way you can argue with transgender rights, and I think you can make an argument, and I just keep thinking about men and women in this case, but shit, we can flip it to women and men too. You can make the argument for the people that are with them or the people that they're getting. Like, how is it fair that someone gets to like change on the birth certificate what the fuck their gender is? And I'm just with this nigga for years now, waiting to get knocked up, think something wrong with my box. You know what I mean? Because then you find this out when you go. Imagine that, being with a nigga for like 5 years, then you go to the hospital, you do doctor checks, he's carrying this lie, and then you go to the doctor's like, do you want to tell your wife something? You know, like, how crazy is that? I just feel like it's too far. I'm gonna tell my mom. She's about to be ghetto. I know it. My mom is very.
You affect other people's lives.
Yeah, you affect other people when you do that.
When you affect other people's lives with your decisions, and you are literally choosing to mislead because of your own selfish feelings, that's fucked up. I feel like you should not have the right to do that. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, but don't affect anybody else's life with your decision. Yeah. If you ain't gonna be 100, if you so fucking happy, so fucking proud to be transgender, whether
that's what I'm saying.
If you're so proud, tell a bitch the truth. Guess what? Black people walk around black. We can't change that, right? Yeah. I'm going to die today if I come at this white man a certain way because the way that I look. I can't change that, right? This is just something that that's in the whole fight with the whole fight that was going on at the time. It was homosexuality and it was civil rights. Two different plights.
Two struggles, but two very different.
Right. I'm trying to live because I can't change this. I can't. I don't want to lie about it. I can't lie about it. This is who I am, right? You want a fair fight because you want to have sex with whoever you want to have sex with. The fuck? Like, on the grand scheme of things, are you serious? So you're telling me you're so proud to be a man switch to a woman switch to a man, that you got a lot of people so that you won't get hurt? You have a lot of people so you be able to love? You got a lot of people so you can experience a relationship? How fucking selfish is that?
Yeah, I need a transgender person. I don't know any, but I would definitely like to understand, okay, so what is the benefit of that? And because it's like, you just straight up lying, my nigga. So now what? Like, you get what I'm saying? To go as far back as changing that on your birth certificate, it's just like, it's definitely a psychological thing. I've always been a man. You know, this is me. I've always been a man. I've always known I was a man. I was just born in the wrong body. It's like, but you were still born in a body though. So like, you could be whatever the fuck you want to be, but why do we have to go as far back as changing like historical fucking record to prove that you're somebody else? I just feel like all these fucking liberties, sometimes we're a little too fucking liberal in America, bro.
Identity theft.
Too many fucking freedoms, because that is crazy to me.
No, it's
that's crazy as fuck.
It's fraudulent.
Yeah, it's giving fraudulent.
It's fraudulent. It's unfair. If you can change your sex, okay, cool. What if I just went today to change something on my birth certificate?
Like I said, I want to be Asian now.
I want to do something even more deviant. I want to steal a child with this. You don't know what the fuck? Why do people do fraudulent shit? I want to be able to put on my, what the fuck? Like, I just think of all the shit you could do if you change something on your birth certificate. You can pass to somebody else, or I don't know. I just feel like that just.
And what's crazy is it says Ohio is the latest state to do it. So that means other states have been allowing transgender people to change their gender on their birth certificate. And
are they dying at alarming rate?
Cardi B voice, like, what was the reason? Like, for what?
Are they dying at alarming rate?
Even if they die at an alarming rate, that's not going to stop them from dying at an alarming rate. You get what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, I'm trying to get this.
Oh, you trying to, yeah, like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to understand why America is choosing to be so sensitive about this topic. If they have the support, okay, fuck it. They have to be of the 1% population.
That's what I was going to say. This was gonna say maybe this goes a little higher up.
They're white males.
You know,
they're white
like
males.
Yeah.
They're white males. Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner.
So Caitlyn Jenner. So they asked Caitlyn Jenner like literally a couple days ago, just because Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of whatever fucking state she's in. So there's that. But they asked her.
Win too.
Huh?
He gonna win too. That was a white man first.
Probably that was a white man first. You're right.
He gonna win.
They asked her how she felt about like girls or men, like transgender men, because he's technically transgender, participating in the sports or whatever. And he said it's not fair. Remember, this man, when he was a man, he was a fucking Olympian athlete. So he said it's not fair. He's like, I don't think it's fair for men that become transition into being a woman. I don't think it's fair that they get to play in the women's sport. They're men. And it's just an unfair advantage. So he was like, I'm standing on the ground of it's not fair. And I was like, it's not fucking fair, Bruce.
It's not fair.
It's not fucking fair.
And maybe what if?
Yes, bitch.
It's the person. I'm thinking deeper. What if psychologically this person has always been a fucking loser, right? And everything they never
won shit.
They never won anything. Never been good at. Never picked to play anything with the boys.
Oh.
Always so frail. Always so whatever. Not strong enough. So they need to feel powerful, and they need to feel like they wanna. I want to win something. So then they decide to change their gender just so they can be in the Women Olympics, so they can whoop women.
They can beat our ass. That's fucked up.
They feel good about themselves. Fuck you. I feel like there's some losers out here. There's some losers.
Some dorks.
Y'all ain't real. Yeah, they ain't good about this shit. They bored. They bored as fuck. They're bored.
All right. Well, I don't think I have. I mean, maybe if we have any transgender listeners, please explain. You can. Why that's the case. I can't say I understand. I feel like it's given fraudulent, it's given lies, it's given unfair. It's, it's just too much. Because it's like, what would you need to go to that extent to? And then it's like, if you're going to tell your partner anyway that I was a woman and I'm a man, or I'm a man and I'm a woman, then what the fuck you need to put this on your birth certificate for? Like, for what? Why? So I don't know. That it's very strange. I thought that was the weirdest shit I heard all year. Because we just get to lie now on birth certificates. And then somebody's gonna make a point. It's kind of like with Sadie. I'm gonna bring it up with Sadie tonight and watch Sadie go off about it. Because Sadie was like the whole thing where everybody just decides they feel like they're a woman or they feel like this and that. She was like, so can I just fucking feel like I'm Asian today? I was like she's like trans whatever. And I was like, well, no. But here it is. Because you can change your fucking birth certificate and be whatever the fuck you want to be. All right, well, do you feel like doing a music thing? I don't really feel like it.
You don't have to.
You have a tune in your mind? All right, give us your Black people rant. It's called Woke. It's Woke Enough, right? That's what we named it. Woke Enough. Give us something for the Blacks. You want me to rant first?
No, mental health. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, everybody. And it's also Skin Cancer Awareness Month.
I don't know. I gotta look. Melanoma is skin. I'll look it up.
I think it is.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna say it is, and then she's gonna correct us if
I'm gonna let you know if it is.
Yes. So mental health, since I'm just doing a little checkup on all our listeners, you know how we go hard.
Everybody all right? Everybody okay?
Everybody okay. We go hard for therapy, and we go hard for people checking themselves, self-assessing and all that. But it's difficult to do that if you feel like you don't have a problem. It's difficult to do that to have a problem and not know where it stems from, but not be seeking the help. So Mental Health Awareness Month is going on. I'm pretty sure some of these therapists may have deals, sis or bro. But in the Black community, it's always been shunned. Nobody wants to talk about anything. I want to believe that we're the generation that's changing that.
I feel like it. Like I feel like it's way more.
Yeah, I have a lot more friends in therapy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
This is great. I can name 5 people right now that's in therapy, and that makes me feel good. Right. It's very important to talk about childhood traumas that are happening to you right now, traumas that happened to you in college, because they are going to unlock the way that you handle yourself, the way that you carry yourself, the way you handle people and your relationships. It can affect your love life in a negative or positive way. So I do feel like we are getting a little bit more serious about it. and that's kind of making me feel good about it. But for those who are still, oh, I'm not crazy, I'm not talking to somebody, it has nothing to do with psychotic breaks. This is not
it's just figuring out what's going on. You always learn something.
Psychological breakdowns, not bipolar. This is not going to seek psychiatric help. Psychiatrists, they provide you medicine,
drugs, yeah.
Your disorder name. Therapists talk to you about your shit. That's it. You're just talking. And so, with that being said, I think we all need to just be more knowledgeable about what therapy is. Like, literally, it's not what you think it is, because I'm pretty sure you've been told, if you go into therapy, you crazy. No, bitch. I'm just trying to figure out why I keep snapping on short white Asians. There's a reason for that.
Like, literally.
There is a specific reason for that. So all I'll say is, guys, take advantage of the month. Take advantage of it for your health, for your life. It is super, super important that you take care of yourself in order, before you can take care of anybody else, or before you can love anybody, you gotta love yourself. So if you're having a hard time with any of those things, you should seek mental
health. Go talk to them people. Go talk to them people.
That is all, Black people.
And just a little piggyback on that, we went out for our taco. We have a little taco cruise, 3 of us. Shout out to Jones. And it was just like Micah's in therapy, and so she was just saying she had nothing to talk about, but then she started talking and then found something to talk about, and it was some shit she didn't even think about, but in just talking and casual conversation with her therapist, ta-da, some shit to therapists came up, so that's nice. Thank you, Beth. That was lovely. My rant for today, I'm gonna stick into this mental health thing and everything we just talked about. It is very hard to be, if you're not somebody that got compliments 24/7, or always told you were fine, or always told you were pretty, or whatever the case is, it may not always be easy for you to be comfortable in the skin that you're in. And what I would like to say is, for everybody that just assumes me and Micah just the finest fucking things walking and we're never insecure about anything, that's not the case. Insecurities come up in many different ways. There's many things that I'm insecure about. But I'm not choosing violence. I'm choosing contentment, right? I'm choosing contentment, right? There's things that I don't like, and I'm going to find things to do. Like what Mike was saying earlier, that she was always skinny. She hated that. I always thought, oh my gosh, I'm fat, which is so crazy to me. I used to be 102 pounds. I used to be 102 pounds when I got pregnant. That's how big I was. So it's like, it's so hard to be satisfied with what it is that you have. And I want contentment to be the word of the day for everybody. You know what I mean? It's okay. If there's things you want to improve on them. But please stop letting social media convince you. I think we've seen enough couples break up for you to realize all these fucking people that are goals, they be going through shit too. Like, of course, they're not going to show you that he cheated yesterday, or that she's actually abusive as fuck. She slapped him every other night. They're not going to show you this. They're going to show you the pretty pictures and the fun trips and all the exciting times. But please stop putting all your faith in these other humans that are just as flawed and just as insecure. Honestly, a lot of times more insecure than you might even be. Just find ways to be content with what you have going on. Like, I don't know what it'll take, but it's just example after example of all the things that glitter on social media. They really aren't gold. It's actually pretty fucking dusty. You're a great person. And if you're not a great person, you need to do some self-assessment. Therapy could help. But stop letting people stress you the fuck out, bro. And stop feeling like everything's just so fucking great and your life's the only life that's fucked up. I have those moments all the time where, just recently enough, I meant to complain to Micah about this. I will do more when we get off of here. But I have these moments when it's just like, one little thing, it'll be like a particular person that I see, and my whole fucking day is thrown off, because this is just how emotionally driven that I am. But I'm trying to find ways to, Leah, you're happy. Aren't you happy? Are you not happy? If you're not happy, why aren't you happy? And these are the conversations I have with myself. Like, yes. Then why the fuck are you tripping over this? You right, self. I'm tripping.
All right.
And this is kind of how I work through my stuff. So the goal of this is try to be content in what it is you have. If you don't like something about yourself, work on ways to improve yourself, but stop comparing yourself to other people. I said this to one of our close friends. You're going to always be miserable if you continuously compare yourself to other people. And this goes in relationships, it goes in friendships, it goes in business, it goes whatever. You have a business. No, you're not successful, but usually it takes about 5 years to even fucking break even if you have a business. So please Stop putting all this extra heavy weight on yourself. Progression regardless. Say it again, Beth.
They ain't gonna pop overnight.
It's not gonna pop overnight, and it's possible. But these people that you see, they're the exception, not the rule. The rule is it takes years for your shit to make sense, and that's just how it is. So contentment is the word of the day, people. Be happy with yourself. Okay, find the joys in you. Somebody gonna find your vibe, and they gonna like it. So just chill. Okay, it's all right. All right, babe. Leah loves you. That's right. All right, big girl. Well, it's been a pleasure. Hello, Titi baby. I said hi. Hello, Titi baby. You're so cute. You're so cute. That's how she says he talks. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard of him. Like, watch him come out and his voice be deep as fuck like that, and we be scared.
I'm gonna think it's hilarious. It's gonna be like this.
Why did your mama do this to you? Thank you guys so much for listening. Please visit us at letitsaitforyou.com. Girl, they about to charge me for the domain for that like tomorrow, I think. So it's still there. Please go to the website. I'm paying for it. Letitsaitforyou.com. Please visit us at Let It Say It For You on IG, Let It Say It For You on YouTube, and Let It Say It For You, just the you, on Twitter. It's been a pleasure.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. That was nice, Beth.